Hey, everybody. It's Jade. Happy Wolves Wednesday, or just regular Wednesday, or whatever it is. I hope you're faring well. Thank you so much for tuning in, stopping by. Gonna talk a little Timbies, plus a little Minnesota Wild, but just a little bit. But, it might have to it's Wolves Wednesday, but it might have to just kind of morph into Wild Wednesday plus Minnesota Timberwolves, because the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're a cluster. They've been a cluster. I want them to work it out, but it's just like, what is going on? It's just like, I don't know if none of the players want to be here. They're just not feeling it. Alex Rodriguez is trying to make stuff happen. So here we go. Like I said, Wolves Wednesday, so I'm going to pull up some stuff. The Minnesota Timberwolves, I swear they're always struggling. Always. It's always a struggle for the Timberwolves. Always. But, that's just it's the Minnesota way. And also, of course, Minnesota Vikings fans, it's border battle week. The evil to the east, the Green Bay Packers. So it's a busy time, but fun time nonetheless. So, Minnesota Timberwolves, people, they're 4-9. They're 4-9. They're playing Sacramento Kings tonight. The Kings are 6-8. And okay, yes, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the season is long, of course, and they're only 13 games in here. I think they've been going for a couple months now. Anyway, and standings, they're currently 12th. In the Western Conference out of 15, so not very good. 4-9, there they sit, bloop-de-bloop, bloop-de-bloop, with the Wolves, and it just, I don't, whatever. So the Wolves, they're struggling, and it's like, okay, the defense with the Timberwolves was already a problem, and now it seems like the offense is also an issue. Like, everybody's just kind of out there. It's just kind of like a free-for-all with the Timberwolves. It doesn't really seem like there's a lot of, vibing going on, a lot of potential, but everybody just kind of running around and doing their own thing. And so also the Timberwolves were in the news. Oh, lo and behold, look at where they find themselves on TMZ Sports. That's great. So Timberwolves fined over a party at A-Rod's mansion. That's great. Isn't that nice? He had a little team bonding experience. I believe it was in Miami. Let's kind of scroll down here. They're saying here in this article via TMZ here, Alex Rodriguez quickly learned what not to do as an NBA owner. I swear I've been saying this, and I shouldn't keep putting it out there, but this is just what I'm sensing is going to happen, is that, Alex Rodriguez, hello, third time's a charm there. He clearly knows a good athlete, right? He was a good athlete. He had his troubles, but so he's trying to, get in the good graces of these players, because just because he might potentially move the team out of Minnesota, it doesn't mean that he's going to have to lose all these players. So just keeping them happy, of course, right? I don't know, just my little sneaking suspicion here. So carrying on, looks like they were fined $250,000 for holding a team event in Miami in September, according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. And also, according to a report from Page 6, they invited the team down. It was a week-long? Yes, it was a week-long gathering featuring practices and a little fun in the sun. Okay, it's like team bonding. I like that. I do enjoy that. Hey, you want to get everybody together. You want to see if everybody can vibe and hang. Sure, but if you're not allowed to do that, you shouldn't be doing that. But maybe A-Rod already knew that and didn't really care anyway. Who knows? It looks like they all gathered out in Miami, and it looks like here, according to this article, that it went so well that A-Rod's thinking of doing it every year. So, I mean, again, I like the team bonding, but it's dude, if it's an illegal practice, that shouldn't be happening. Because let's get into the details here. The only problem, the whole thing wasn't allowed. It says in this article, under current NBA rules, teams are not allowed to organize or pay for off-season practice, and they're also not allowed to conduct workout sessions outside of their market. Bloop-de-bloop. All right, so again, you like the team bonding, but you're going to have to read the fine print, and maybe didn't even care. 250K. What is that to Alex Rodriguez, right? So, anyway, in other Timberwolves news, kind of like fun Timberwolves news, I guess we could say, because yeah, they're sitting at 4-9, not doing very well. But in some fun Timberwolves news, Adam Sandler, a huge basketball fan. I mean, if you don't know, Adam Sandler's huge into basketball, and the Timberwolves were just out in LA too. They played the Clippers and the Lakers. They beat the Lakers. What was the score there? 107-83. And then they lost to the Clippers. Woo, 129-102. Barely. It frustrates me with the Wolves. It's like there's so much potential there, so much potential, but something's not happening here. Do we have to start looking at coaching over there too? My goodness. Anyway, back to the good news. Adam Sandler wanted to meet Anthony Edwards, so that's pretty exciting here. And then the Timberwolves posted it. I originally saw this little like snippet. I saw it somewhere else, and it seems like I don't know who Adam Sandler was talking to before this actual interaction, but Adam Sandler basically just went over and was like, yo, and then like pointed to Anthony Edwards, and lo and behold, if Adam Sandler wants to meet you and you're in LA and you're a star basketball player, he's going to meet you. I mean, that's kind of fun though. So we'll watch the little meeting here via Timberwolves Twitter. Oh, isn't that nice? That's nice. Oh, getting some words in there. You know, you're wearing the mask half okay, I guess. I mean, we're not going to get on that, but no, that's nice. Anthony Edwards looks excited. That's nice. That's some nice Timberwolves news. I mean, that's good. But just another thing, like, is LA going to take the Timberwolves away too? Like, is that going to be their third team? Is that what's happening here? What's going on? I have to stop putting that out there. All right. So, and another thing, and some other good, I guess, Timberwolves news. Karl Anthony Towns celebrated a birthday. I kind of touched on that the other day. It was the 15th of November. So what is it? It's 17th day. So that was 2 days ago. But yeah, I mentioned it the other day on Monday, actually. But if you guys want to stick around, I just decided to look at Karl Anthony Towns' birth chart here. A lot of you know that I'm very into astrology. I look at the charts of the games and things, try to see what's going on. And so the chart that I could find for Cat, we don't know the time of his birth. So that is one thing that is very, very crucial and very, very important when looking at a birth chart. But we can still look at some other things here. And one thing that kind of stuck out to me, so that I just wanted to touch on here because it was the first thing that kind of just grabbed my attention. I could look at this for like hours. Everybody, if you don't want to look up your birth chart, just Google free birth chart. You need to know time, location, and obviously when you were born. But you can really dive in. Cafe Astrology is a good one if you want to go there. Anyway, so back to Cat here. So he just had a birthday. So he's turned 26. So every year that you're going through, there's a different theme associated with that year in your life according to how old you are. So it's called a perfection year. So Karl Anthony Towns is 26 now. So he's going to be going into a third house perfection year. So basically that can kind of, in simple terms, equate to this next year of his life is going to have a lot to do with communication, especially day-to-day communication with his peers and like coworkers, and really, building on the communication there. Simply put. So that's interestingly enough, because I've said this about Karl Anthony Towns before too, is like he's such a great player, but it's just, you can tell there's more in there. There's more. And he's still so young too. So he just turned 26, going through a third house perfection year of communications, especially day to day, and peers, again, coworkers and siblings too. I actually don't know if he has any siblings, but it can also have to do with like sibling relationships as well. And one thing that I just wanted to touch on here with Karl Anthony Towns is I noticed he has a Saturn over in Pisces. So, and he has not gone through his first Saturn return yet. And a Saturn return is around the ages of 27 to 32, roughly. 26, 33. So he kind of could just start getting into that right now. Basically, that time in everyone's life is very, very crucial, very important. It's all about learning life lessons that you've accumulated up until that point and taking all of that and propelling you forward into the future. And it can be very difficult and very challenging because it's dealing with a lot of like hurdles and roadblocks and things moving very, very slowly. So I look at this in Karl Anthony Towns. He has his Saturn, all of those things, structure, rigid, slow moving, delays, but it's Saturn will reward hard work that is well done. It's a karmic planet as well too, but you got to put the work in. So with Karl Anthony Towns having his Saturn, and it's actually in retrograde, which is a little bit different. It's kind of spinning backwards when he was born. So it's a little bit different there. But we're just going to kind of keep it simple because I don't want to go off too much here. But his Saturn being in Pisces. Now, Pisces is very dreamy, very can be very spiritual, very, very sensitive as well, very in touch with their feelings, in touch with the other side. But it can also create illusions and deceptions. And it can also involve escapism. So his Saturn being there, the hard taskmaster that Saturn can be, I can see how he can maybe often escape when things get very, very difficult. Escape, however that may be. I think he plays video games and stuff like that, maybe kind of dives into his feelings. And one thing I could see for him, especially coming up on his first Saturn return, is really diving in deep and figuring it out what actually like scares him too from moving forward, and really, really doing a deep dive into really his feelings too. But anyway, so I just kind of wanted to touch on that, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff here I could look at too. But that was one thing that just really stuck out to me. And I could see that. I don't know, sense that maybe when things get really, really rough, just kind of escape, maybe go off into like daydreaming, kind of fantasy land, and staying grounded. Staying grounded would be very, very beneficial to him too. But that's just one little thing. But I thought it to be very interesting. So thank you all for tuning in with me there on that little astrological journey that we just went on this Wolves Wednesday. But I always like to do that. So some interesting things. And oh yes, I wanted to honorably mention the Wild too. I was going to pull them up, but I'll just pull them up over here. Basically, all I wanted to say is golf clap to the Minnesota Wild, a team that's actually winning right now, that has a record over 500, and the Timberwolves and the Vikings certainly can't say that. So the Wild, they're 10-5-0. So huzzah to the Wild, even though it looks like they just lost yesterday 4-1 to the San Jose Sharks. But hey, they're still above 500. So, Wolves Wednesday might have to morph into Wolves and Wild Wednesday, but we'll see. I mean, it kind of is that already, but thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Let me know what you think. And yes, border battle for the Vikings. Ooh, midweek, gearing up. And as far as I know, too, that Vikings game is still at noon on Sunday, so I will be live streaming that. And I am also planning on live streaming Thursday Night Football tomorrow evening. If you want to stop on through, scroll on through, or just swing by, be there, or be somewhere else doing something else. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great rest of your Wednesday. Take care, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace out for now. P.S. Mar, how's it going? Did you notice anything different? I bet you did. All right. Hello to you, Kitty. Miss you both. All right, everybody. Take care. I will see you next time. Bye.